What's up, guys? Here with another video, and in this video I'll be talking about I'm just sick of the NBA, right? I'm just sick of what Adam Silver has done, what the player has done to the league, and the viewership just keep getting lower and lower and lower, and it's the NBA just getting so weird, man, right? All these weird changes are just not getting get anybody back to the NBA, right? I feel like a lot of people are gonna stop watching the NBA now, And for me, I have not been watching the NBA lately, I'm just, get too lazy watching because, I don't like what the NBA format has just become, right? Adding all these weird features, for that just doesn't help the NBA, right? I mean, they should, to order, how business work, right? You're supposed to, to listen to the customer, what they want, right? If you don't listen, then they're not going to watch it and they're not going to pay you, period, right? And you're going to go out of business. That's just the bottom line, right? I don't know why. Whoever watches the NBA, should be ashamed of themselves. And they're just one of these weird people, man, that just don't care about, the product, NBA is putting out there, right? These players get paid like millions and millions of dollars and just hardly put, lack of effort. And we do other type of jobs and something like that get paid like way less than them, and we put out more effort than them, and we don't deserve this type of privilege. Like, I feel like these NBA player needs to, I don't think this should be called the NBA anymore. Maybe they should call their new brand name, like not basketball anymore, or ship them out to foreign country, right? So I talk about what changes that Adam Silver has done so far, and also the future of the NBA, right? So far he added the in-season tournament, right? The play-in tournament, that is so lame and boring, right? Because obviously because of LeBron James, right? I feel like LeBron James needs to retire, right? Whether I'm a LeBron fan or not, I'm saying as a fact, like LeBron needs to retire, please, man, because this guy is ruined the NBA, right? And now player want to look for real management. I heard that they want to cut the 82 game season. They want to make every quarter, the 12-minute quarter, into a 10-minute quarter. Oh my gosh! And I heard that some time ago they want to make a 3-point line to a 4-point line. They need to remove the 3-point line. They should not add any more points, right? I'm like, why is the NBA shortening up, the 48-minute to 40-minute? That's just ridiculous, man. Just a low match a player. Now the player gets lazier and lazier, and they get paid more money. And they still crying, that they need more salary cap, right? Joel Embiid is the biggest joke out there, He just won MVP, and he just wants, the real MVP, and he hasn't done nothing, right? Almost literally nothing, man. Like, I don't respect any of these players, right? I'm sick of team, NBA forming super teams. I'm tired of these 2016 Golden State Warrior, man. Like, man, this is all buddy league. This is not competitive. They just want to form super teams just to win, an easy championship. Back in the old days, you have to work for everything now. Player play for, stats and all that stuff. They don't contribute to winning, right? And the coaching and the players are getting way more awful. Even the coaches are getting worse now, believe it or not, Coach that people that didn't deserve to be fired, they get fired. And people that didn't deserve to get a job, they get a job. The NBA is just a total clown show, man. It's a clown. And now it's, ruining the generation. This is why we have to speak up for it, right? This is why every YouTubers or every real NBA fan, they have to save the NBA, because our generations are now going to act like a bunch of fools because of these idiots out there, man. I'm just saying, now I become like one of them, one of these clowns, right? Seriously, man, just to uplift LeBron James? Oh my God. Like, some people are just so delusional. But for me, when it comes to speaking about LeBron James, I'm not delusional, right? I know Michael Jordan is the GOAT, not LeBron James, right? Like, I'm sick of this, man. If you're sick of the NBA, stop watching the NBA, right? I'm like, now they have to, and this is the problem when the people stop watching NBA. This is another problem. Now people create narrative saying that, oh, like this has to be the toughest era, you know. This is actually the softest era we've ever been through, you know. I'm sick of these garbage refs, you know, calling soft fouls and all that stuff, right? The rules, you know, like that helps, you know, certain players and all that stuff, right? I just hear this military, like, once you're a superstar, like, you get superstar treatment. That doesn't seem to be right, you know. They get, you know, all these, you know, rigorous trades and all stuff. The owners don't give a damn about basketball. Like, I think they all they want is just money. They don't give a damn about us, man. About these common folks, right? The players and the freaking owner, man. Right? I'm ranting about this because I'm pissed, right? And the blowouts are just getting insane, man. Right? Now, like, even like 40 or 50 point blowouts isn't even rare anymore. You see it on a monthly basis, right? Some people will see a blowout that is so big that you only see like maybe once a year or maybe once every 10 decades. But now you see on like almost like on a monthly basis. This is ridiculous, man. This NBA is ridiculous. And there's a reason why blowouts are happening, because it's just mainly because of quitting. We cannot blame on 3-point or, you know, lack of defense. You can't blame any of that. It's just that players just quit, you know, right? There's no way they can get blown out this big like that frequently, man. There's no way. And people, you know, faking their injury so they can get paid. I mean, if I fake my injury, if I fake my illness, then I don't get paid a damn penny, man. And they still get paid like gazillions of dollars. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. Right? The NBA is just becoming weirder, man. And now nobody's gonna watch the All-Star game, right? Oh, just last year they just dropped over 200 points in less than 48 minutes. It's ridiculous. That means they must have played no defense. All you do is just jack up threes all the time, man. Right? Man, everybody wants to go shoot 3-point now. Look like a damn idiot. Shoot 3-point. Yeah, now you go to some local party, yo. Life's been ruined, you know. Now even kids want to shoot 3-point, right? And whenever I want to play basketball friends or something like that, I run around like a freaking idiot. Want to go shoot 3-point, right? I mean, they don't want to play bully ball anymore. They just want to go and jack up all threes, man. Oh my gosh. Like, people are probably tired of me, you know, complaining about the NBA, you know, but everybody's doing it, you know. Everybody's complaining. Those are all facts. They're not lies. The viewership is gone now. Like, nobody's gonna be interested in watching this garbage, you know, clown show, man. It's just utterly ridiculous, right? You know, now we have lot more mediocre team than before, yo. Now we have these garbage NBA that shouldn't be in the playoff now are in the playoff. It's because competition are dying, you know. Like, I say more than half of the NBA teams are depleted, man. Right? They're just depleted, man. It's ridiculous. And this is why you got these scumbag NBA teams, you know, that are in the playoff, right? But if they play back in the old day, they will never be slim playoff. Like, they'll be a lottery team for sure, right? You know, they just keep trying for more help. LeBron, Anthony Davis, and these players are just so soft. They cannot deal with they have some mental issue, man. Just really, man, just really. I'm like laughing at these guys. And I heard so many times that the Lakers are the biggest drama in the NBA. You know, they have the easiest schedule. They have, you know, so many advantages like refs and, you know, less foul call against them, and their opponent gets all these calls, right? And the Lakers, you know, got JJ Redick, the worst coach ever, you know. I'm like, I don't know what's going on in the NBA, man. I really don't know. It's just become so laughable now, you know. The Michael Jordan's era was like the golden era all the time, right? And this is why we got Kobe Bryant. I like Michael Jordan's era. I like Kobe's era. But this era is done, man. And this is why nobody respects the bubble championship, right? They literally They really have to change so many things, you know. And now, you know, like, nobody respects this type of product. Nobody does, right? What's the NBA is gonna do next? You know, make more weirder and weirder, you know, gimmick league, right? And now, you know, and now the NBA just drafted Bronny, you know, into this league. The guy that does not want to be an NBA, I could tell, right? And the coaches, you know, like people that deserve to be in NBA, they don't get to be in NBA. They play somewhere else, right? The player that didn't deserve to be in NBA, like, I cannot believe this is so much like LeBron. LeBron, yeah, everybody can, you know, blame LeBron as the biggest reason, you know, why the NBA has been ruined. But in my opinion, Adam Silver has to step down, right? I don't think he cares about NBA, right? People have totally lost their integrity and all stuff. This is why, you know, the media just keep doing lies after lies after lies. Like, I don't think it's gonna end in NBA getting to politics, and the politics are the number one reason, you know, why, you know, what's causing the biggest problem in our country, right? Like I said, you know, like, everything is becoming a joke is because, you know, our biggest leader is probably a joke as well. So that just makes a lot more sense, you know. Well, we really need a real leader here. We really need, you know, a person, you know, that cares for us and that has to listen to us, right? LeBron, I think LeBron will retire, you know, like, if NBA doesn't pay him enough money, right? I mean, that's just, you know, that's just the facts, right? The only reason why he's here is because he just wants to make, you know, more money. That's all he's here for, you know? And, you know, collecting his paycheck, man. You know? Yeah. I don't know what else to say about this NBA, man. Like, oh my God, Adam Silver wants to reduce the court to like 10 minutes, and then, you know, and then he planned, you know, to reduce, you know, the game, you know, back to back, making your schedule much easier, reduce the 82 game. I mean, just imagine, you know, like, I heard like why Adam Silver wants to reduce, you know, the length of the game time. He just say that, you know, he wants to protect the player, you know, load management and all stuff. He wants to make the period, you know, to 2 hours instead of like 2.5 hours. Imagine, you know, like, reducing that 12 minutes to 10 minutes, and imagine, you know, taking away the 82 game, you know, now reduce the regular season, now it's like 70 or 60 game. Imagine that, you know, like, the amounts of views are probably going to drop even a lot more further, you know. And the NBA season is now going to get, you know, a lot more shortened, right? I heard that, you know, it's the equivalent of, you know, using 15 game stuff, and then, you know, you take another, you know, 15 games away, then I say the NBA season might get cut in half, you know, just because of this stupid stuff, just because of the stupid player demands, you know, to play less, right? And the NBA is such a stupid league because these players they do not want to be held accountable, right? They make a lot more reason, you know, to make more excuses, you know, and the players are making more excuses, you know, not to play, right? Back in the old days, it was the opposite. Players are looking forward, you know, making excuses why they should play, right? They should play for the love game, right? But these players, all they care about is their stats, their money, and that's all they care about, right? And LeBron James just tell us to go back to our boring lives. See, you know, they think, you know, like me, you know, working at a regular job, like, you know, that hardly barely paid us, you know, and we know that we're never gonna be a millionaire in our lifetime. That's what type of boring life that he's talking about, you know, the boring life we're dealing with, right? This is like, you know, LeBron James, or, you know, players, or, you know, people that have a lot more money stick up the middle finger at us, you know. This just makes me really mad, you know, me thinking about this, man. This is plain ridiculous, right? It's just, I mean, if people continue to keep watching these garbage products, and if they like it, then yeah, you know, they should be ashamed of themselves, you know. Nobody's gonna support this garbage product, right? There's no real NBA fan, unless if they were born yesterday or something like that, right? They know that it's just a new generation, right? They do not know anything about history, right? I'm getting tired of people, you know, like tearing down, you know, basketball history, right? And uplifting this era, you know, right? Making, you know, lies and narratives, right? I mean, this is the number one reason why you should not lie, you know? If you always tell the truth, it just sets you free, right? That's what I learned, right? If you hide the lies, then, you know, you just have to remember it, right? And it's just not going to look good at the end of the day, because once the truth is spoken, then you're going to get exposed, right? So yeah, people are not that dumb, you know, they can just figure out, you know, it's just the narratives, right? You know, high scoring game, you know, no defense, you know. Players just, you know, goofs around, you know. And always, you know, come crying, complain, you know. They do all these floppings, you know. Just to get, you know, ridiculous amounts of calls, you know. And the NBA is just becoming so weird, you know. Like, sports is supposed to be, you know, a rivalry, but I don't feel like there's not too much rivalry going on right now. And every time, you know, the sport gets too dramatic, you know, between one player and another player, you know, the player get automatic suspension or kick out the game, right? Sports supposed to be, you know, rivalry that's supposed to go, you know, against each other, but now, you know, it's becoming a brother league, right? Adam Silver does not like rivalry, does not like drama, right? The game that's supposed to happen, you know, in a certain way that get the NBA fans excited, like Adam Silver is like, I'm not having it, right? You know, it just is what it is, you know. This guy should literally step down, man. Literally. And then, you know, he feel like he does not want to, you know, punish these owners. You know, even though most of these NBA owners are so goddamn nasty, right? Yeah, you know, one of these, you know, cheap, you know, owners. Yeah, this is why we don't have lots of, you know, good people and good management, you know, over teams and organizations, you know, in the NBA now. You know, just let these clowns do whatever they want, right? And Adam Silver he doesn't seem to care about it, man, right? We just really need a new commissioner, honestly, right? They're just making lots of weird changes, like, that just, like, really bothers me. Like, this just made me feel like so weird, right? You know, I think the NBA should just, you know, stay as it is, you know, and change, you know, when it should be changed, you know, to listen to these real NBA fans, right? And stop listening and stop making, you know, your own league, you know, where, you know, like, where, you know, nobody wants to watch the type of stuff, right? Or nobody asks you, you know, to change it, you know, in a certain way, you know, that they do not want to see it, right? Oh, it's just unbelievable, man. Unfreaking believable. I just couldn't believe Darvin Ham got fired from the Los Angeles Lakers, and now, you know, he's gonna put, you know, a lawsuit against the Lakers, right? And I know he's not gonna win the lawsuit. I won't be surprised, you know. Just, you know, how the NBA's been run, you know, right? Some people get fired for no good reason, you know, and then, you know, the coaches that doesn't do a good job, or player that doesn't do a good job, they don't get held accountable, man. It's like whenever, like, for example, the Lakers lose, Darvin Ham gets the blame. And whenever JJ Redick lose, you know, he doesn't get no accountability. And that Lakers team is way worse than this last year, man. The Lakers are getting blown out, like, left and right, you know. If that was Darvin Ham, like, they will go straight and roast this guy, man. Right? I feel like if I was Darvin Ham, I should have quit that job. Like, I have lost integrity, even for Darvin Ham, because that's his fault, taking that job, listening, to LeBron James, right? Yeah, this is why no true Laker fans respect Jeannie Buss, right? Yeah, got that one fake ring. If the Laker never won the championship, then she would have stepped down already, to be honest with you. Like, I do not believe it, man. I do not believe it.